Hi everyone, this is Pro Man, just showing you the pannier rails I made for my BMW F800st. These I've made out of metal strips, bolted them together. This is the prototype one. If this all works, I'll make another one and TIG weld them. And this is what they look like. It'll be more apparent when they're on the bike. At the moment I've got Givi Panniers on my bike and I'm retrofitting these rails to the Givi Pannier rails so I can fit some soft luggage onto my bike rather than use the hard cases. Now we've got these soft pannier rails, soft panniers that I bought off eBay. They're the panniers. What I've done is fitted some heat resistant foil to the bottom of both the panniers, so even though I've only got one exhaust on this bike, if I actually retrofit them onto another bike, it'll stop the bases of them getting scorched if they're too near the exhaust pipes. They will. So yeah. And what we've got is I made two of these metal plates, and they're going to mount to the side of the pannier rails either side. You can't really see, but be more apparent when it's bolted on the bike. It will. Yeah, as you can see, I've got these plate I made up. They're the hole centres of these, and what I've done, I've drilled them, tapped them 6mm, and that one's screwing in there, and this one's longer because it'll be taking the pannier support. That's being done up with a 5mm Allen key. I use stainless steel bolts. There's cap screws throughout. Whole bike's been changed over, everything's stainless steel. The one, it looks better, and two, it does stop them rusting. They're not that much more expensive than buying ordinary zinc plated ones. Now, so what I've got now, I've got the frame rail what I made up, and that's now going to go onto that stud there what I put through. Then take a nut and a washer on that to bolt that on. And I've got another 6mm cap screw and a washer just to space it out behind. And you can see everything was jigged up, and I made one side and then I just copied it, and everything all lined up as it should have done on the opposite side, because they're all done from hole centers accurately. I'm just doing the cap screws up. I mean, to change them over, it's literally a 10-minute job between using the Givi frame and my homemade ones. If anyone's interested, I'll gladly send you some dimensions of what I've done. It's only thin steel strips just bolted together. You don't need a welder, but I shall weld these up on the next ones. Basically, that's one frame rail mounted on the bike. Yeah. You see, it's get my big hand out of the way. It's it'll be the same for the other side. As you can see now, I've got them, both the pannier rails bolted on. There, we've got a matching pair. Bolt up onto that top plate what I screwed on, just to give a bit of rigidity for the soft panniers. And they just come off. It's only two cap screws and a nut, and the whole frame just comes off. But then the panniers just strap on. They do. So what I've got is one strap around that pannier rail, and as you can see, that goes through the bar there. It will. So when it's clipped on, it looks like that. So that's wrapped round, then connected up. As you can see, we've got the other strap on the other side, and it all connects up, same as the left hand side. I'm using all the straps what come with the panniers, and they're strapped around the grab rail into the mounts on the panniers. So there they are mounted to the bike now. You can see they're mounted either side. They've got a strap right the way across the middle on the bottoms. I might yet change the straps, take the original straps off and put some different ones on yet. You see, they're on there, but I'm not happy with them. So that could be a later date, that one. No. But that's him fitted to the bike. Yes. That's what it looks like with the seat on. Oh, they're not in the way of anything. They're not. I think they're one, I can leave them on most of the time, and they're not adding no extra weight to the bike. They give you something to keep your storage things in. Here's a few other mods I've made to my bike. This is my phone mount. Got an old iPhone 7 which I had given me from my daughter. I use for the sat nav, but this is made up out of a bicycle headlight clamp and another bracket, and I screwed the two to a phone case. Not exactly ultimate add-ons, but It does the job. It does. And then recently I've just fitted some more lights to the bike. This is my home raid lighting rail, which goes off my sump guard, which I made. So only cheapy Chinese lights, but they're brilliant to have on during the daytime. And that's my sump guard, what I made. So that's just put on with P-clips, and the lights plug in on a dual plug, so if I need to take it off I can just unplug them, the whole lot comes off. Plus me there's me homemade load footrests, what I machined up on my lathe. Made a new gear lever. Also the bike's been lowered by 40mm back and front by myself with Hyper Pro springs, and because I'm a bit short. So also I've cut the side stand down I cut 30mm out the side stand, welded it back together with a brace, and then welded a foot kickstand on the end. So I've done lots of mods to the bike for myself to ride, which makes it a lot easier. There's my homemade crash bobbins. I made all the frames for that, which fit across the frame. Also I've got a brace on the front mudguard because it used to drive me daft flapping around, so I made a brace and put reflectors on it. There's me crash bobbins on the end, what I machined up. And also, you can't see it very well, I've put a big mud flap on what I made to keep all the crud and crap off the engine. So all cheap homemade mods by myself. And also me other lighting rail which I made on the front. Well, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye. Road Pro Man signing out.